Hey everybody, it's Bust with another Path of Champions weekly quest. Today, we're going to be taking on the 4-star Fiora, and in the progress, we'll be using our 2-star Annie. We'll call this one a little bit more hard mode than usual, but I think that we can do it. So the abilities in today's quest. The foe starts with the Emperor's Diaz. Got it. Round start, the foe's units get +1 health. Welcome to the land of Galio. And then the standard vicious enemy. And so I'm kind of curious with this one, as we are going to be going up to battle against Fiora. She was recently updated in the 3.16 patch to now be a 4.4, so we'll be dealing with the 6.6 Fiora since she typically comes equipped with Phage. I'm curious if Ruben Zui from the Balance team walked down to the office of the Path of Champions folks and said, hey guys, get a load of this. We know you balanced everything based on the current state of the game, but we're about to throw you for a loop and upgrade this Fiora. And so I'm sure things went well and good there. But to get ready for this, again, we're going to be using our Annie. She is up to 2 stars. With her 2-star powers, you get the +1 starting mana. At the round start, you get to create a fleeting Guile in hand, and then your spells and skills deal 1 additional damage. And so, in terms of Annie, I did want to mention real quick, over on the FTPbus.com site, this is one of the champions that I have put together a guide for, and I believe I've run through all of the quests for her video guide as well. And so if you're looking for a text-based strategy on Annie, we've got it up here. If you want to see her in action in video form, we have it down in all these little drop-down boxes as well. And so a little bit of thing there. It's very time-consuming for me to do this, and so I haven't been able to do it for the 20 or so champions in the Path of Champions. I think I've just done it for Annie and Bard, but this resource is actually out here for Annie. And so, our typical Annie strategy, it is built around the relic. We're going to be using the Grand General's counter plan of creating a fleeting copy of me in hand at round start. And then the idea with this is Annie's flip is Disintegrate, and we're going to use the Disintegrates to just kill off all of our opponent's units. And so, the way we typically look at these are A, how do I survive the early game? B, how do I interact with my opponents? And then C, how do I close out the game and actually finish it off? And Annie answers 2 of those 3 questions, right? She gives us a very strong early game. We can interact with our opponents with her flip and disintegrate. And so if we come out of this with the plan of, okay, I'm just going to stack Annie. Every opportunity I have to put another item onto Annie, I'm going to take it. Then all we have to do is find some kind of late game. Doesn't matter what it is. Just go out and find some rando expensive champion, and that should be enough to end it all for us. And so I really like this stack with Annie to where we're getting the fleeting copies every turn. Lets us be particularly aggressive with her in combat if we want to come down and replace her. Gives us a reusable removal spell in the Disintegrate. She generates Guiles every turn. Lots of good stuff. And I think all of this should be quite strong against Fiora. If opponent starts to level up a Fiora and we just hit her with a Disintegrate, that should be enough to KO their game plan. And so I'm hoping it's strong enough for our 2-star Annie to battle in the 4-star quest. Let's see. Let's go ahead and dive on in. All right, Annie stuff. Gangplank in the middle. Back around to Fiora. Okay, let's head on in. So the powers, what do we got? Ooh, some good stuff here. Round end, grant all allies +1/+1. Very powerful. Domination, round start rally is, of course, extremely good. And then not terrible with the Feral Prescience every turn. Create a fleeting Feral Prescience in hand at round start, but these other 2 are just way more powerful. And with this one, I'm just going to go with the Power Overwhelming. It is the legendary one. I'm not really convinced that it's even better than Domination, but when the legendary comes up, you have to take the opportunity, right? And so we'll see if we can't build a particularly aggressive low-to-the-ground deck that can take advantage of this round end grant allies +1/+1. Okay, so on to the Noxcria Arena. Game start. The foe starts with the Noxcria Arena. Many battles coming forth. Many battles shall be had. Feeling it. So what do we got here? My typical strategy with Annie in the early game is to just hard mulligan until you draw her. And so let's just go ahead and get rid of everyone. We could look to hang on to the Legion Saboteur. Actually, I think I'm going to look to hang on to the House Spider since we have Power Overwhelming. We'll get that +1 mana at the start of the turn, drop the House Spider, and then just have 2 units on the board. And so that'll make up for it a little bit if we don't draw an Annie. Dude drops a rear guard. A man after my heart. And so, let's see. We might as well just go ahead and prevent. If we go to round end and have to battle against the rear guard, we're just going to die anyways. So, we'll take the trades here. We'll have to also note against the Emperor's Diaz, we could have looked to have just, say, like, guiled the unit so we can't attack. If he had an additional unit, that plan wouldn't work. But you have a couple of opportunities to just say, you know, LOL, you can't attack here, and survive your way through the turn. All right, so we're bigger than the arena guy, so let's get our bonus attack in, get that little bit of overwhelm damage, grow at the end of the turn. All seems reasonable. Let's just come in and kill this thing. We'll drop a Guile. If he has another follow-up unit, we can move the Spellslinger over to it, but the way he's been curving out, I kind of feel like he's just not going to have any units here. Now the power overwhelming going to give us all these stats. Kind of wish we were just rallying. Round start rally is just so incredibly powerful. All right, well, and it's like the Grenadier isn't quite good enough to want to spend removal spells on, but I guess I was thinking of just like stunning and waiting to see if they played a better one, but might as well take the damage if we've got it. Wonder if he'll block. Does he ever block with this thing? So then we don't have to worry about a double round of interactivity next turn. We're probably far enough ahead to where we can just soak up these attacks now. Everything's going to grow. I'm not worried about blocking a Sand Soldier. Oh, Death Sand is like, where the fuck did the Crimson Curator come from? The Death Sand brought him to the board. Okay. Haven't played this guy in ages. Oh, forgot about the arena. All right, combat complete. I think we're good here. I think this one's done. Just gonna be a matter of making it to the next turn. Oh, whoa! He's gonna try and prevent our shenanigans, huh? All right, Disintegrate will end this party. We'll do it a little slower. Again, I don't think he's going to add additional units, but we could have looked to have disintegrated while his ability was on the stack and then immediately killed this, but kind of want to see if he'll just put a unit on the board, give us the chance to get that stun and prevent all the combat. It's probably not going to matter at the end of the day, but some opportunities that could arise in the future. Boomed him. Alright, coming up on the items, the first round of the spoils. Nothing too impressive here. I'm not opposed to adding more copies of the Prefect into our deck, especially when it draws cards. I do typically look to come in and remove things like Mana Soul Student and Captive Greyback from our deck, so having the Prefect around can be okay, adding in multiple copies, and I think with the card draw here it'll be fine. We tend to keep this deck like really cheap, and so drawing a bunch of one-cost spells can be fairly useful. On to the support champion. What you got for us? And so, Kaisa, I always like Kaisa. She has a lot of opportunities for late game. She's strong here with the Phage. It's going to be a matter of can we get her leveled up. And so, what do our units in our deck actually have? We have Quick Attack off the Legion Saboteur with the Quick Wraps. House Spider has Tough. That one just has bonus stats. The Prefect doesn't have any additionals. Then we have Overwhelm on the Greyback. So as our deck currently stands, we couldn't get too much going with the Kaisa, and so, but she is better than Vladimir by all means, by all accounts. And so, what is this on Ezreal? A 50% chance to create a copy of me that costs 0, attached to both True Shot Barrage and Static Shiv. I'm on board. Let's go with this one. Let's just see how many True Shot Barrages we can cast. And so, here we have an item chest, a Solitary Monk. This lets you cut cards from your deck, or you have the Crimson Aristocrat. Not quite remembering what it is. Let me pull it up on the site here as well. If you just go up to the utilities and then in the events section, all of these little exclamation points are events. We can look up the Aristocrat. And so pay health to add the Bloodletter's vial to a unit. From your deck, the price doubles with each purchase, and then the vial does round end, deal 1 to me and grant me 2-0. I don't think that's super necessary. We don't have any of the build around cards for it. Maybe if we just picked up that Vladimir, we would have been much more interested in this, but I don't think our deck is going to want it. And so I'm just going to go for the item chest. Again, if we can get a nice item stack going, like if we can get items attached to our Disintegrates, that's incredibly powerful, right? Because we already have 2 copies of Disintegrate into our deck. Annie flips into Disintegrate. And so if we're able to put items onto this, it gets just like double and triple value. And so I think I'm going to run towards the item chest as opposed to trying to cut cards out of our deck. So up with old Kato the Arm. The foe's allies with Overwhelm have +3 attack. Very sad for me. If you all follow our channel daily, it just met our end in the Tarhita Draft League. We made the top cut. We made the top 8. We were playing a Shiraza the Blade, Kato the Arm kind of combo deck, and it was our failure throughout the event. It was unfortunate to finally fall with it. We fell with it many times, but it was not able to secure a victory this week. We were bested. We were defeated. I felt ultra sad, made many tears, but that's the way life goes sometimes. All right, reasonable enough spot to just pass here, though. If opponent attacks, that's okay. Now if we get to, say, start dropping Annies and we can have the additional mana for the Guile, that would be good, but I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a little bit slow here. So I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively drop the Guile, and then we can look to add a unit later. All right, so he gets in a quick attack challenge. Absolutely. House Spider's here, ready for a good block. Everything here seems fine and dandy. Let's load up with our Annie, get that 3 spell mana back, and now we're just going to draw 2-shot barrage. Shit's about to get real. That's the way this is going to go, right? But here's a lot of power in this Annie, right? We just drew another, we got our free round start copy. That gives us a Disintegrate, so if we want to attack with Annie, whatever blocks her probably just dies Disintegrate, right? If they have to have a spell shield to stop it. So that's kind of like good thing number 1. Number 2 is we can just like attack with Annie, and if she dies, we have a backup copy to replay. We'll get that spell mana back because she has the summon a unit, get spell mana, and then we'll start getting fresh copies again next turn. And so lots of very powerful things you can pull off with that Annie. But here, I think I'm going to just come in and lead in with the Ezreal, see if we can't start doing some stuff with Mystic Shots.
It's not bragging if you can back it up. Defend the Empire.
All right, get Disintegrated. All right. Mystic Shot coming at you. Getting boomed real hard here, Kato the Arm. I almost feel bad. Just a little bad, though, not big bad. Our dude's gonna flip yet. Annie's at 3 spell. Ezreal's at 3 targets. Yeah, we got some work to do there. It's like, I want to go like full value and get the Mana Soul student going. It's just they're not very impressive. We can circle back to it. Let's just go ahead and prevent a little bit of damage, see what opponent's going to be up to. All right, I feel okay now, just dropping a Mystic Shot in combat.
Where are you from?
Let's block with Ezreal. I don't think opponent's going to have a way to punish this Ezreal block, but I don't want to take the damage if they have a, I don't know, +3/+3 combat trick, whatever that would be, and then take just a ton of damage from the Snapper. Uh-oh. Facepalm it, bro. Alright, now we should be right on the edge of victory. We can take a double summon with the Greyback. That sounds good. Thought we had like more Mystic shots in our hand. We don't. That's okay. Deploy a stun. Make an attack. Not going to be lethal, but it's killing time, as Shiraza would say.
This'll be fun for me.
Sure. Are we going to take a bunch of Shiraza damage now? Should we have played that Disintegrate so our Greyback would have killed her? Nah, man, the True Shot Barrage is here to save the day. So we're going to need to Disintegrate Kato. What? Did I play the wrong one? Oh, we did it backwards. Okay. So the True Shot Barrage will deal 4 to this Dum-Dum, 3 to Shiraza, 2 to Kato. Then we'll put a Disintegrate on Kato. Kill everything except the everything except the Legion Marauder. And then I'm sure we're going to get a free True Shot Barrage now, because that's the cool way for things to happen.
Line 'em up.
We didn't get it. Boo. Boo. That's okay. Alright. Attack time. Do we want to play Kato? It is kind of nice to give Annie the overwhelms. She tends to come out and just get blocked and doesn't get to actually deal this very sweet 6 attack damage that she has. So let's actually give her the boost from Kato. Make sure we can come in for obscene amounts of damage. Feels good. Alright, he has been bested.
Did you like that, Tibbers? Wasn't it fun?
Alright, item chest, what are you gonna have for us? Up here? I mean, why not? If we have these sometimes free static shocks to give all of our units +1/+1, stack it up. Onto the item chest. The True Shot Barrage with the same thing, not that bad. I don't really want to get too many True Shot Barrages into our deck. I think I'm just going to shuffle these, look for a card that's a little bit more on point with what we're trying to do. And the Prefect getting an additional +1/+1 sounds quite compelling. And so that's a reasonable enough place to stop there. Wish we would have hit Disintegrate, but, you know, you can't have it all the time. All right, Arena Bookie, round start. Give the foe's strongest unit +1 attack for each card in the player's hand. We usually have a lot of cards in our hand. He's going to be getting a bunch of like +8 attacks and stuff. That's okay. That's okay. So here, let's mulligan for some cheapos. Need an Annie, a House Spider, whatever. Didn't find it. Hopefully we don't get boomed too hard. It is pretty tempting with this static shock on the next turn, just all the shenanigans we can do with it. I guess we don't have any units on the board to make it really pop off, but you gotta start doing something. He does have this big House Spider now. Alright. Prevent a bit of damage. He doesn't have any more mana. Let's just... Well, I guess it doesn't matter here. I was going to say, let's just wait till he gets to combat, because he can't add any more units to the board, but without any mana, I guess it's not as relevant. We'll just kill off his two power units. And if we get a free static shock now, we can kill off 2 more in combat. We're just feeding our opponent's strategy, right? We're going to be drawing all of these cards off of the static shock, And then he's just going to be getting all the bonuses next turn. Life is tough, man. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Okay. It's finally run its course. We're finally out. Gotta get something on board, though.
I have my order.
It's good to be the king.
What good's power if you're not going to use it?
We're not gonna deck ourselves, right? We gotta. We've been doing all this awesome stuff. I think we gotta check and see. We're gonna be okay. It's not a problem. Get this giant quick attacking kingpin. I don't really want to deal with that. Let's just go ahead and drop a stun on it. This arena battlecaster is a little scary, but do we have ways to deal with 2 units? I mean, I guess we can add a house spider and then just accept that the kingpin's gonna kill something. That's not so bad.
Don't hold back. I want you angry.
Right, if we pull off one of these, we don't take any damage. That's probably good enough for the turn.
You can do better than that.
He only has 1 card in hand, and we have right around 1 million, so I think we'll be okay from this point forward. We can look to make disintegrate plays next turn
We're going to make them
with our static shocks and such.
He's there and strap in, folks.
Come on. That all you got?
The prefect's getting pretty big.
Gotta show 'em what's up.
Right in the bolts.
You just say, oh, I said boom right in the bolts. I said boom right in the balls. Like, oh, you poor thing. Poor thing. Getting hit right in the treasures. It sounds like he survived it, though. And if we're gonna play the stuff, let's just play the stuff, right? Get all the spells on the stack. Man, we do have double disintegrate. Let's back this up just a little bit. Put the guile onto Dum Dum here. Static shock onto the 2 big boys. Disintegrate the 12. Disintegrate the 4.
You can do better than that.
That should do it, right? Yeah, look at these. Look at these prefects. So joyous. So joyous. Are we even going to get bonus static shocks? We got a free one. Make sure we're not going to deck ourselves. Okay, we're good. What a joke. Get any more? Get another one? Nope. Alright. Fine. Let's keep going big.
You can do better than
You gonna give us free true shot barrages? Nice.
The sun's out, the crowd's ready. Let's crack it.
Oh, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? Nice little collection of combos we've assembled here. All right, we're out of true shot barrages. Bring in a nice 55 into 4. GG. Okay, anything cool here? I don't really want any of these cards. It's a little unfortunate. I guess we could go ahead and take a reroll. They don't do anything. Maybe we'll get something more online. Ooh, Forge Chief. So just a 1-cost unit coming down as a 4/3 and making the strike play. All right, I'm on board. This run's going pretty powerful. Pretty powerful, one must say. All right, let's head to the shop. I guess the spells chest could be okay, but it would need to like hit a spell that we actually had, like hit a disintegrate. Cards you draw this turn cost 1 less. Beautiful. I'm happy to add that one in. And disintegrate with health potion. It's not the strongest, but I'm happy enough to add it in. I just want 1. I just want the item on this. This isn't like strong enough to make me want to stack more disintegrates, but with that item, it just becomes much more powerful. We could say the same thing about Death's Hand, but this is a card I'm like okay with taking out of our deck. We get all of our kills with the Disintegrate. Okay, into the healer. No need to heal. Let's cut a card. Something down here in expensive land. I usually cut the Mana Soul Student first. She just doesn't do anything, right? Your opponent has like 50 health. You do like 4 damage with the Mana Soul Student. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't add up, even when it helps boost the Prefect and stuff. So it's a pretty reasonable cut. I do like to keep the Gray Soul thing, Grayback Challenger, whatever that 4-cost dude is called. Since he puts 2 units on the board, he can help you be defensive if you need it, if you get an awkward draw. Okay, so on to Gangplank, the Saltwater Scourge. At round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. The first time the foe starts the round with less than 20 health, they summon the Dreadway. Scary stuff, Gangplank. I'm a little scared right now. Not big scared, just a little scared. Okay, seems reasonable. If we want to start, we can play Annie on turn 1 and then get the 3 spell mana and immediately start Static Shocking. I like it. I like it. We'll hang on to Ezreal as well. Real chances for him to get leveled up obscenely quick.
Come on, Tibbers. It's time.
That's kind of lame, dude. Kind of lame. Oh, it's got +1 damage on it. I was like, well, why can't we just kill the Powder Keg? But I guess that makes sense. Lame. If we were playing ladder, we would say something like, this guy doesn't like to have fun. Alright, well, next round, I guess. Make a sad noise. Do we care? Like, the boom ship will only deal 1 damage here, so let's go ahead and take down the Powder Kegs. We'll see if we pick up a free Static Shock while we're at it, which we did. That's kind of nice. We can add the House Spider first, though. See if he wants to add another unit to the board before we Static Shock down. And this is stun an enemy. That's a little unfortunate. I wanna stun my own unit and get the spell cast. Ooh, Prefect.
I'm done being scared. It's their turn.
It's nice seeing the Prefect here with the Overwhelm. She gets all these free hooks into the Powder Kegs, which is pretty powerful. Now I'm curious if opponent will ever come in and just block with Gangplank. If he blocks with Gangplank, then we can just kill it with Disintegrate. So I'm gonna give him the opportunity, just to see what they want to do. Goes for it. Very greedy Gangplank. We'll need to watch how much damage we're doing now. We've got him down to 28. I don't really want to be dropping him into the Dreadway range on our next attack. I'd prefer to just OTK on the follow-up attack. But we'll see how the mana develops itself.
You can do better than that.
Got that free Static Shock. Looking good. Could probably just add Ezreal now. It's like we start to add Ezreal and it gets scary in terms of the amount of damage we're committing to the board. I don't think we're gonna fail if we fall to that 20 mark next turn, but you have some potential for problems. Let's just keep booming. I think we're gonna kill next turn. More freebies? No?
Remember, we're the ones who make progress happen.
It's not bragging if you can back it up.
All right, coming in for 33. We had nothing to be scared about, right? Just get fucking boomed, dude. All right, GG, cruising right through this with Annie.
Easy. Like my name.
Easy like my name. You got it, Ezreal. Didn't even draw Annie that game. Did we? Oh, we drew Annie. She got boomed on the first turn. But let's see. Taking the Annies. All these powers are reasonably fine. I'm just going to go with the Spell Shield. Keep her protected a little bit. Could just go with +1/+1, but that's not usually too strong on her. All right, into the powers. What do we got? Black market discount, always good. Reduce the cost of the most expensive card in your hand by 1. The Trifarian Might is a powerful one, but nothing in our deck really activates this. I don't think anything in our deck actually activates it. The Prefect is small until she's on board, so I don't think those are going to do anything. The round start, create a fleeting time and dedication in hand could be okay, right? We have cards cost 1 less the turn you draw them, so we could just play a free time and dedication every turn of the game, but that's pretty low value here. I'm just going to go with the black market discount and cheapen up what we have access to. So here, either an item chest or a healer. I want to go towards the item chest, so again, we can try and stack our Annies or our Disintegrates. What does the Pit Fighter do? Round end, deal 4 to the player's stunned units. Gotcha. Probably a good thing we just got that spell shield for Annie. Okay, looking for some 1s and some 2s. No need to hang on to the Prefect. That is going to be our finisher, but we have 5 copies of it in our deck. It's gonna turn up sooner rather than later. It's pretty sweet, right? With these free Annies. Then you just gain 3 mana. No complaints from me. Do have to take a hit of damage, but we can clean up the board immediately after.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you.
Alright, not bad. The black market discount lands on our Prefect. Got our free Annie in hand. Static Shock coming in at 3. This is unfolding fabulously.
You sound just like Tibbers. You can do better than that.
We get a free one. Lost the coin flip. Boo. Oh. That's annoying. That is annoying.
You can do better than that.
So our little spider bro is going to die, but the Prefect is ample in size. Will not be dying to the 4 damage strike at the end of the turn. So this is one of the kind of interesting spots you'll run into with this deck, and that do you want to play the Annie Disintegrates and shuffle them back into your deck? Here, I don't think we do. There are times when you'll want to do that. I don't think this is one of them. Let's just go ahead and start killing his stuff and use our real Disintegrates while we're at it.
Where there's fire, there's timbers. You can do better than that.
All right, opponent dropping emotes. They're scared, I can tell. Stun onto the Prefect, sure. She survives. It's not her first rodeo in taking damage. Unfortunately, we're out of static shocks at this point. What a sad day.
Are you new too? I'm Annie.
Here's some good stuff though.
Aren't you, Annie?
You can add the Forged Chief, but it's just gonna die. It's gonna have to be okay. So we'll just use a regular Disintegrate again. And then we'll play Forged Chief, and the Reckoner Forged Chief will fight each other.
Let's get to work.
School's out. Are you ready, Tibbers? You can do better.
Maybe we could have played some more spells there. I don't know, it feels fine. I don't think we needed to be dropping Guiles or anything. Feels like this game should be pretty done. I don't know how you feel, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. All the prefects. That's just exactly what we needed. I said, give me another. Lay it on me. I need another one here. Uh-oh, are you going to take down our Annie? Uh-oh. That wasn't very generous of you. You fought hard. You fought hard. Alright, then there's the lethal. Attacking down our Annies. It's kind of messed up, dude. Alright, 42 into 12. Sounds like a winner to me. Looks like a winner, sounds like a winner, feels like a winner, smells like a winner. Must be a winner. Good stuff. So what do you got for us? Something cool? More True Shot Barrages? I'm on board. Definitely on board. Heal my Nexus equal to my cost. I think this run is done. Calling my shot, not something I usually like to do, but one must admit we look like we're in a pretty powerful spot here. Now, -2 cost on the True Shot Barrage. Don't mind if we do. Moving on. Hitting up the shop. What's the power? Spells cost 1 less. That sounds pretty awesome. The cards we can purchase. Elixir of Wrath, not terrible, especially if it's going to cost 0, since we get to just immediately manifest after we cast it. Mystic Shots could be okay as well. 1 mana Mystic Shot, but it only summons a 1-cost follower, which is a little weak. And then we do have this True Shot Barrage up here to the right, which we are most certainly going to be stacking in. So let's buy the power. Looks like we can afford at least 1 copy of the True Shot Barrage. So let's go big. Let's just go big on that barrage. Sounds good to me. We afford anything else? We're broke now. All right, so what do we got here? An item chest or a shop. Not heading down the shop path after we just spent all of our money, so we'll head towards the Savage Reckoner. So the first time the foe attacks each round, the foe's strongest attacking unit can't drop below 1 health. So they're... I think we can still kill them with Disintegrates, though. That's something different than losing health. I think that works. We'll find out. Oh, so many True Shot Barrages. Feels good, man. Feels good. All these cards are so cheap. I'm enjoying this. I don't know about you, but I like what's happening here.
The prettier the rose, the sharper the thorns. Remember, we're the ones who make progress happen.
All right, good job, Forge Chief. You're the cheapest removal spell in the format. Just to play a 1 mana unit, get your mana back. Not bad. Now we got all these cheap True Shot Barrages. We just want to start playing them. I guess we play a 3-cost one, right? We'll do 6 to their Nexus, 5 to their Bro. Fucking laser beam that. We get a freebie back. Beautiful. Oh, this is sweet. Just right to the nug. Oh man, this was a delightful choice of champion cards. Oh, we don't get any more free ones though? Alright, I guess we'll just have to do more True Shot Barrages next turn. The Prefect. Man, if we play the Prefect, we can't play any True Shot Barrages. Who knew the game could be so unfair? Alright, well, opponent's going to get a stun, I guess. They got all these Guiles in hand, but we're ready for the next turn. The True Shot Barrages are going to be popping off. Feels pretty good. I bet we could even go into this Fiora battle and then just not play a unit. It's a potential strategy against Fiora is just to not play units and she can't OTK you. You could realistically do that with the True Shot Barrages. Insane. Yeah, come on, bud. Oh. We got a kitty that wants to hang out. I found in my past few days it's much easier just to pick him up than let him claw me over and over again. He's a big fan of dropping the claws in, so Still a good kitty, my friend. You're still a good kitty. Uh-oh, we got a unit snuck past us. Does he ever attack? Let's play Ezreal first and see what happens. See if we can't get this chip damage in with the Guile. Ooh, that worked out. We're going to be losing stuff to the Glory Seeker.
Business time.
Alright, easy blocks. We lose a unit, and we're going to go out with style. We're going to finish this one off with the True Shot Barrages. Look at that. What a deal. 2 mana, deal a 6, a 5, and a 4. Dealing 15 damage for 2 mana, and then potentially getting it back for free. One must admit, that's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal in the bud. Give you them good kitty scratches while we watch Ezreal movies.
Woe to those who disgrace
Look at that. Look at that. Laser beam it. Nice. Got him good. GG.
And Ezreal is victorious.
Okay, so on to the item chest. Let's see. We gotta do other stuff first, I guess. It's pretty tempting to just come in and roll stuff to see if see if we can't hit more of our high-powered spells, but I think the Mystic Shot's fine. Into the item chest. Oh, that's the sauce right there, isn't it? That's the stuff. Get us up to the +4 damage on the True Shot Barrage. Enjoy it. Do you all want to see if we can come into this this last battle and then just not play a unit? we certainly got some potential here.
I would cut down the opposition.
All right. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it feels. All right, I'm on board. Let's see what happens. We're just not going to play a unit this game. He gets to start with the Fiora, right? She, thought he started... Oh, wow, she's way different now. He used to always just play her on the first turn, but I guess this makes sense when Fiora costs 4 now. Everything about her changed. All right, there's a Fiora. We'll do 8 to the Nexus, 7 to Fiora, 6 to the guy. What a joke. What a joke. Nice effort. All right, no units. So let's see. Which do we want to use? It's probably more effective to just start playing the Static Shocks now. So we can give opponent a little chance to put something on the board before we start dropping in all these True Shot Barrages. It's more mana efficient to just go ahead and play this fresh Static Shock that we got. So let's go for it, right? That's the one that we just drew this turn. Maybe we should have played Disintegrate here. Would have gotten the spell out of our hand. We'll play it now. We'll fix some of this stuff. The Guile's not worth playing, but the Disintegrate is. All right, the thing that may get in our way here as we've been playing these Static Shocks is if we fill up our hand, we may not be able to play the amount of True Shot Barrages that we need to. And so we'll have to watch out for that. We'll see how that plays out. Did we get a new one? Nope. Uh-oh. Alright, let's just bank. In the event that we come in and need to draw some of these next turn. Oh, man. This is scary. This is scary now. We're out of stuff. How many cards we got left? 24? Alright, let's give it a turn and see how it goes. We might have to pivot into actually playing units. Alright, there's a Mystic Shot. That puts a unit on the board, right? I'm sorry. Yes, we'll stop being fun. Nobody likes to have fun, especially me. We'll just switch to doing this prefect thing, I guess. I failed everyone.
I'm done being scared. It's their turn. What good's power if you're not gonna use it?
What if we just play the prefects but then don't attack? Does that make things better? Maybe that makes it better.
You can do better than that.
Ooh, the Caustic Cast coming in for damage? I feel that.
Come on. That all you got?
Alright, what you got for us, deck? Death's Hand? Alright. Well, I'm gonna choose to not have fun. I'm sorry.
I'm being scared.
Maybe we'll pick up some more True Shot Barrages with our card draw, but I'm a little worried about. We can make it. We can make it, right? We're so close. We just need this one True Shot Barrage to pop off. Alright, Bus, don't be scared. You can do it. You can do it. You can finish this game off without attacking. I don't feel like that was our initial quest, but maybe we can win that way.
That all you got?
Did we get a free one? Nope. Alright. What we got left? Disintegrate? Not what we want. Did we find it? Nope.
You can do better than that.
Alright, I'm just going to end it. I feel like we would have won this game had we given it a little bit more time, but you all don't need to watch me draw cards for the next 5 to 10 minutes. And so, not a bad game. Not a bad set. That was pretty easy on the back of that ultra-powered True Shot Barrage, and I'm really glad that's the path we went down. That was kind of insane seeing those pop up, right? The 50% chance to put back in hand and cost 0. Just ultimately so super powered in there. But really powerful stuff. But assuming you don't get one of these really bonkers runs together, I think this is still a really strong strategy to take into Fiora. Is this really nice Annie stack to, again, where you stack Annies at every opportunity, then you're looking to get that free copy in hand every turn. Then that gives you the option to either be really aggressive with your Annie. You have those nice opportunities to spend all of your spell mana, trade out your Annie, and then replay the fleeting copy to get the 3 spell mana back. You have the option just to have the Disintegrate every turn. It just fills in so many of the deck building needs. And having this really high-powered early champion that also doubles up as a removal spell. And so, again, as I kind of describe on the guide on the site, that covers, 2 of the 3 tenets of the deck building. The last one is just finding some kind of late-game thing to do. You typically look towards just like an expensive champion or something, but here the prefect stack was pretty strong. We had lots of opportunities to get this thing built up, especially with the +1/+1 whenever you cast a spell. Just gets her up to OTK range really, really fast. But the big one of the day, the story of the day, the True Shot Barrage, ultimately super awesome, super powerful. I had fun with it. I hope you had fun too, because that is going to do it for us today. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope your barrages reign true. Hope you maybe learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.